College classic. Did you say college? I'll show you the look at guys. We from the doctor running around selling books. You know, with a drug dealer, Dr. David Jeremiah, and Barack Obama have in common. They can all be found at 12 o'clock at night selling their stuff. Well, yeah, you go to the website online, knock on the website door and say, Dr. David Jeremiah, I got a credit card, get some of the good stuff. Buy all the books you like, right? Or Barack Obama in New York City in the suburbs, 12 o'clock at night, selling the good stuff, always passing out Islamic pamphlets. Or a drug dealer, knock on the door, 12 o'clock at night, I got some cash, can I get some of the good stuff? That's not the good stuff. That stuff will send you to hell. Lord God Almighty, we pray for Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamum, Thyatira, Sardis, Philadelphia, and Laodicea. Pray for the angels. We pray for the eyes. We pray for the pastors, Father, the heads, senior pastors, junior pastors, coach pastors, teachers, janitors, etc. Pray for the servitude. Pray for the congregation, Father. Resentment. Ooh. Americans have been shocked in recent years by incidents of random shooting in which innocent people have been killed or wounded. That's funny because just before we did this one here, we were doing Urim Lutzer right now live, and there was this gunshots, and it sounded like it hit my house. I have lots of police officers and sheriff deputies around me, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm in a park full of nothing but military, sheriffs, retired sheriffs, retired police officers, etc. So, even agents. Okay, so in which innocent people have been killed or wounded, people are almost afraid to turn on the television or radio for fear of encountering another breaking news story of this kind. In almost all of these cases, those who know the perpetrator are completely shocked that the person would commit such a horrible act of violence. We had a shooting in Texas here just the other day. 20 people at least right now dead. Texas is overwhelmed with tears and pain and hurt. The one before that was in Vegas, and more tears and more pain and more hurt. And before that, so we see here that we are opening the borders, or Barack Obama did, and what they let in during that time was nothing but soldiers, Islamic soldiers, ISIS, Muslim Brotherhood. When they were done over there in the Middle East, they came here to prepare for battle here. The wives had came before them, from what I understood, and they had prepared their citizenship or their visas, so they wouldn't have any problem getting here when they got here. Even food stamps. In almost every case, those who know the perpetrator are in complete shock that the person could commit such a horrible act of violence. Often the person has no formal criminal record, has raised no one's suspicion as far as being on the edge of violence, and appears as a responsible citizen. But we see here, however, once an investigation begins in the background of a person who commits explosive acts of violence against others, it is not unusual for a pattern of seething resentments to emerge. Resentment bubbles and boils beneath the surface of a calm demeanor, ticketing a life, a time bomb. The trouble is that no one often not even the person himself knows when the bomb will go off. And like the straw that breaks the camel's back, the final act which brings forth yet more resentment can set off violent acts like that movie Falling Dead. Yeah, he let go. He just no more, no more. Or Thelma and Louise. She watched her friend get raped. She couldn't stand him, and he just thought, I'm going to get away with it. And probably in that place there, the man being a man, she would have lost. He would have got away with rape. So she blew him away. Riverside County, we have the same thing. Sheriff's deputies letting people get away with things that you shouldn't let people get away with. It's horrible here. I wouldn't raise my children here. Resentment may be among the most deceptive of the giants hiding in the forest of our lives. ISIS everywhere. Unlike anger, which is more impulsive and sudden, resentment builds slowly and gradually over time. No one feeling of resentment is enough to trigger dangerous behavior, but add feelings of resentment up over time. And you have a volatile situation, and because resentment can be masked by an orderly, calm exterior, often it goes undetected by others. And accumulated resentment can lead in time to anger and bitterness, and yes, even to violence. And we see that in the videos that we watch on the Middle East and Iraq, how women are raped and they get accused of wanting it, asking for it, knowing better. It's not America, is it? It used to be. The giant of resentment needs to be banished immediately from our lives when it is first detected. Step one is to make sure we know what resentment is and how to detect its presence. This is College Classic Campus. It's on TC Bar. We're seeing more and more in America these days the act of respect, which is adultery, in most cases of respect, widely misused, and the act of responsibility, sodomy, widely misused, and fornication just because I got used to those two. TC Bars, College Classic Campus. It's America, you're beautiful still, no matter what. It's the people that are in you that are